Whew. Oh yes, just flat. I was watching. I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that. Oh my god.
As our audience members can see, I'm showing body today.
She's giving you a cute little jean, little short and a shirt, as am I. We're giving a cute little She's giving you body, and crushed testicles. Because I'm in college.
Oh, I love those.
We love crushed nuts on everything, except in my mouth. I'm joking, I'm a swallower. What? Wow, we're
the nut episode. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Spinach and Celery, your favorite watch on the drag strip.
I can't be laughing. It's right in the middle. Okay, let's get it together.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite quarantine Instagram show, Spinach and Celery. Otherwise known as...
You're cinched, bitch! Oh my god!
Cinched.
And spiraling! Oh my god.
As you can tell, we're really starting to lose it.
Absolutely. Look, while our brain cells are losing it, our makeup and our drag skills are definitely gaining. Okay? Sis, look at us.
As you can see, I'm wearing a different wig for the first time in forever.
And she looks stunning. Marilyn Monroe.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Thank you. I have to give serious cred to Mama Lux, who saw Lux about ready to throw this wig in the pool and said, no, hold on. And she came in, she went, and this, I was like, oh.
Magic. That must be where you get your witchy powers from, sis. It must be. Gotta be it's always the mother. The mother's always the one to look to first.
Because we talk about it and it happens. But hello.
Very that. Oh my goodness. So let's get right on into it because guess what? She's already late for class. No, I'm joking. I'm not. Class starts in maybe 4 minutes, but that's okay. This wouldn't be the first time I skip class so I could film. And my teacher loves me. I'm studying. I'm gorgeous. I'm getting an A.
That's okay. We're challenging ourselves to show up to class in drag today. So I'm going to show up for my final lecture about the Civil War dressed like this.
Giving you civil whore. Yes.
She said Daisy Dukes washing car realness.
Oh my god, we live. So let's get into Drag Race, Drag Raw.
Oh, Drag Race. So
this is obviously the one about pausing since we want to pause so goddamn much. Shit, girl.
Oh, did you see, y'all? So I don't know when this is going to happen exactly, but there's going to be a trailer or a commercial that I did coming out. Hi all, it's your gordelicious gal LUXE the Drag Queen, and I'm so excited because the end of the semester is right around the corner because I am tired of all the shenanigans that have been going on because this year's been what? A circus. But that does mean finals are right around the corner, so if you are looking for a study buddy, I'm not available, but I can point you right towards SDSU's live from your home midnight study break, and even better, yours cruelly is making a cameo along with my wonderful drag family, drag sisters, and Drag Academy this Thursday at 7 p.m. for the midnight study break. See y'all then Thursday. And just watch me because every section that I'm in, I somehow slur or stutter my words, and I'll just pause out of nowhere. And this would...
You said, and that was just, a couple of, very that.
Oh my God, the pigeon took over and went, oh! I was like...
Oh God, I love that pigeon. That pigeon is the cutest pigeon! Somewhere in the comments, y'all give our pigeon a name because I've given it no name. It just is a pigeon.
Oh yes, give my pigeon a name.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, episode whatever the fuck.
Oh, just like the baby.
Makeover Challenge. The Makeover Challenge with Drag Race superfans. Now, that was a change, you know, to just bring in, like, superfans and whatnot. I thought that was really cool instead of, like, family. I want to see one where they bring in, like, people you absolutely, like, they have you while you're on the set, you're like, who is the person you hate the most in the world from your personal life? This person. Okay, we're gonna bring that person in, and you're gonna make them over.
So we're making over enemies. That could be interesting, you know? Be like, oh, we're gonna have a cute little storyline. You're gonna become friends, or you know, it's gonna be the ugliest runway that we've ever seen in the history of Drag Race. It's gonna be like, oh,
be some good television though.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. But I thought it was so cute. I absolutely loved them doing this take on it, doing super fans. It was so cute, especially because, as Jada had said in the Untucked, like, these are the people that truly make Drag Race run.
Yes.
You know, or at least they are how this show gets to continue because, you know, people being so interested in everything. So it was, like, so beautiful. Especially, I will say this also really, and I don't know if this was, like, planted because she's a pageant queen, so she knows what to say. But I thought it was so fucking smart of her to be like, oh no, sis, like, I love the fans, da 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 da, they give me my career, da 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 da. Like, yes, that is very true, but I'm also like, girl, I hope that dick tastes good because you really all up on it, sis. But also, look, if I was trying to win, since I'd also be on that same dick, okay, riding, okay, riding it to the winner's circle. Very. The hills are alive, I'm snatching shade.
The hills are alive with the sound of blowjobs. So, this week, Heidi and Jackie landed in the bottom. That's right?
Yes.
Okay. Heidi and Jackie in the bottom. I saw it coming. I was like, those two are you and I both were like, those two are gonna be next. And a double Shantae.
Yes, and you know what? A controversial opinion, as Brenda would say. I don't know if I necessarily agree.
I'm right there with you.
For me, and I know this is controversial because I've seen the tweets, I really thought Jackie turned it. Like, I think they both did great, but I really love that Jackie did a different take on it. Like, for me, if you're going to go into a lip sync, if you're not going to, like, give it, like, the very traditional lip sync, which Heidi did, then I would love to see, like, a different take on it, something interesting. And for me, especially with how much, like, Rue and Michelle were laughing and everything, I was like, oh, they're definitely going to choose Jackie. And I wouldn't be mad because Jackie, I felt, took a really different take on it. But then there were, who was it? Who the fuck was it? Somebody had been talking about the lip sync and we're like, oh, her lip sync was very one note because it was just like, oh, it's this great, or not crazy, but it's this like, you know, this over obsessed girl who's like, you know, doing all this stuff, da 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 da. And I was like,
oh, I remember that. I think it was.
Oh, it was the pit stop. I think it was the pit stop.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I get that. Technically, it was one note, but I felt it was a different take on the song. Like, and
True.
I love that song. I've done it before. She's gorgeous. She's cute. She turns the party. But I was just like, I love a different take. At least I love not to say that Heidi still did not absolutely turn it. And they were both in the 70s, which really made me think like they were producers at hand. They fully were producers at hand, sis. Y'all were both in the 70s and y'all had a 70s number. That ain't
I'm calling it the disco curse. RuPaul's Drag Race has a disco curse.
Girl, she said you're putting in the disco, then you want to lip sync. That's what she's really telling me. You get in the disco, but you want to lip sync. So get your ass on the stage and get to it, bitch. Very bad.
And I'm so excited. Next week they're doing the one woman show challenge. We haven't seen. God, when was the last time we saw the season 6?
I think
because that was when Laganja Estranja, right?
Oh yeah, like your pussy, mama. I was like, oof, girl. And just like that,
but, you know,
like that pussy, you didn't get no laughs. Just like that pussy ain't got no juice, sis. Just Ooh.
You know who's a one-woman show will always top it for me?
Who's?
I said, what?
Postmodern pimp hoe means, yes, I'm still a pimp, but I'm also my own hoe. That's right. Because of the recession, y'all, I'm telling you, I done had to scale back. You know, and sometimes I don't even pay myself my own money. If I did, maybe I could get some shoes where my toes weren't hanging 5 inches off the edge. Yeah. I know you tried to clown dumbass girlfriend that went and joined Peter. She came screaming at me last week talking about LaQuifa. I said, what? She said, LaQuifa, don't you know how many innocent animals had to die for you to have that fur coat? I said, bitch, do you know how many rich animals I had to get this coat? Stupid bitch.
Oh, Shangela LaQuifa Wadley. Girl! Okay. He did that.
She did.
Oh. Oh my. But I'm excited, and it's gonna be really good to see Whoopi. Like, we don't really get to see a whole lot of Whoopi outside of like on The View, so I'm like very interested to see her, especially doing her comedy chops again, and giving these queens a lot of really good info and whatnot. So it should be good. It should be exciting.
She needs redemption for her murder on season.
Girl, okay.
Was it season 10?
Here, y'all unfunny ass hoes. Y'all want to play and can't do it right. So let me teach you how to be funny, because obviously y'all bitches don't.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. But it should be good. I really think that like the front runner there, fingers crossed, is gonna be Heidi, because Heidi's already pretty fucking funny.
True.
But I will say I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen, because I think I'm sorry, I don't know why I just grabbed my breast out of nowhere. Okay.
I got Rue on my titties. And that means two things.
Girl.
In other Drag Race news, We're Here. The newest episode of We're Here. Y'all, if you haven't seen We're Here, it's so touching. It's so touching.
It really is. Brings a tear to your eye.
Oh, it really, really does. Oh, because I've been in Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
I took a trip to Salt Lake City, and like that feeling of like outsiderness is so fucking real. I stepped off the plane and my rainbow went and I was like,
she said nowhere over the rainbow.
I was like, oh, should I get back on the plane now? Like, what?
And then, wait a minute, wait, come back.
To make matters worse, my uncle looked at me and was like, you know, the LDS know that you're here before you even know about them. And I was like, can I get back on the plane now?
God.
Anyway, yes.
But this episode was so good. It was so heartwarming.
It really was.
Especially to like see Bob like do, because Bob worked with 3 different queens to like create this like drag group or drag troupe. And I thought it was so gorgeous and so cute. Because a lot of them, like, they didn't necessarily have that community, or at least they haven't been able to put a lot of effort into creating a lot of that community, just because, you know, they live in a town that's not too accepting. And you know, a lot of their work, like, it's a farming town, so a lot of their work is like on all hours of the night. So like I can understand how that can make it really difficult to try and make those connections. So I thought that was
And the fact that Bob just shined such a light on local drag and the importance of local drag. I mean, you and I were talking about this. We talk about all of our episode topics prior to the episode.
Oh, absolutely. We just be kiki and we're like, okay, let's throw this into Cinched Spiraling when we film on Wednesday.
So we don't end up talking about Pornhub and and Bob.
Not the episode anymore.
And Bob shines such a light on local drag because it's so important. Local drag is so, so important.
And to see that there was a drag community there, because at least, well, I was going to say, we haven't seen a whole lot of it, but also there's only ever been one other episode. But in that first episode, there wasn't already necessarily a drag community that existed there. So it was so beautiful to like see like a different drag community, because obviously as like local queens ourselves, all we ever see is like our own locals, you know. So it's great to just like see, you know, what's it like in other places and whatnot.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
makes you
yes.
appreciate, sis. Really makes you appreciate what we got.
Oh, and Celebrity Drag Race. You said that was getting better.
It really was. Ooh, okay. I was like, my eyes are looking a little wonky. So it did get better. So as we had talked about, well, I'm not sure if we talked about this in the episode or whether we talked about this like offline, like not during filming. But I remember we were talking at some point about like I think we did talk about it in the last episode about like celebrities and like, you know, the actual status of celebrity and whatnot. So I feel like they are going to get progressively more famous as we go along, because in this episode we had we had Lonnie Love, we had Vanessa Williams, and then we had I'm not even gonna pretend to know this bitch's last name because I don't fucking know it. But it was Tammy from the Basketball Wives Club something. If you watch any of that, then I guess you'll know who the fuck that is, and if you don't, look her up. But these were bigger names outside of her, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a big star in her own right. I'm sure, you know, she does great shit. But Vanessa Williams and Lonnie Love, who both like iconic, stunning, like Lonnie Love is on The Real and like does her own talk show and everything, and Vanessa Williams is just like fucking Vanessa Williams, so like hello. Okay. So it was so good. It was so great, especially because these were cis women, right? So the first time they take a bunch of straight men, or not a straight man, but they take a bunch of they take a lot of mask presenting folks, we'll phrase it like that, and put them into drag. And then in this one, they took a bunch of cis women and put them into drag. So I'm liking how they're doing this, because it's not just like one situation, and the format actually does change. So they had different challenges for the mini challenge, and then their maxi challenge was doing
The Roast to RuPaul, was it?
It was doing a Rusical.
Rusical, okay. The next one's Roast to RuPaul.
Which I'm also like, oh, okay, that's very well lined up that like during the main episode of like, you know, season 12, they're doing a one-woman show, and then in Celebrity Drag Race, they're doing a roast. I was like, okay, that's cute. Very smart. She's business mogul. She was great with trans people, or not fracking, but very much a business mogul.
My one thing though, and this is with We're Here and Celebrity Drag Race, and even Drag Race period, they get all these folks that come on and they have beards and everything, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna shave your beard. I'm like, no, wait, no.
Okay. A bearded queen. I'm like, yo, we really still doing this? Y'all can't leave a fuck, like, come on. There's so much beauty in the bearded drag community. Like, sis. Oh my, like a few weeks ago, I was part of a different like brush challenge that we did with a whole bunch of like bearded queens through the National Bearded Empress, you know, system and everything. It was like, girl, the looks. There was one queen who did an entire stained glass look and continued it into her beard. Like her beard was also stained glass. Makeup, like, girl, the artistry. So I'm just like, really, we still out here doing this about bearded queens? Like we can't show beard. Where is the bearded queen solidarity? I guess it's in the same place that our trans performers are. Oops. Girl, just saying. Okay? We need more representation. But all that aside, what's next?
Well, this week we are jumping right to our saving sanity. Miss Amber, what's been your saving sanity?
Well, my saving sanity this week was the graduation I went to yesterday, not in person.
Oh,
Our university has a queer graduation celebration that we always do, called Lavender Graduation, and we did that through Zoom call, and it brought up a lot of emotions for me, some good, some bad.
Sure.
A lot of it, like, it was a really weird journey because it felt so weird because I could feel like what I was missing. Like, I knew what I was missing of what I would have gotten from an in-person, graduation and everything. And I didn't get to dress up and, look gorgeous and whatever. And like all that really made me reminisce on how many memories that I really cherished and that I missed and wanted to go back to, like the people that I would miss. And so it then trickled into me like actually getting emotional when I gave my little 10-second little speech. But it was something, it was at least something to hold on to. It was a saving sanity in the fact that like it was some kind of celebration I got to have around my queerness.
Yeah.
All those contributions that I've, done for the university and stuff like that. And it felt good. Like it wasn't as good as an in-person, but it was at least, I was like, I'm at least glad that like I went just because I think I might regret it if I hadn't, just because I would have nothing to hold on to. Like, oh, you had some kind of graduation. I'd be like, yeah, no, I went and took a shit instead. Had some Activia this morning and she was regular. So.
Activia!
The other good news? Activia tastes great.
Activia!
Boom. Very that. So, yes. So, sis, what has been your saving sanity this week?
Oh, my saving sanity actually happened right before we started filming. Thank God. Lady Gaga has announced that she is going to release us into the world of Chromatica on May 29th. I'm so excited. 23 days. I'm already counting it. That is if I don't get taken by one of those murder hornets, whatever the fuck they are.
Girl.
Murder bees. I'll tell you what was a murder bees. All the queens dressed up as bees on season 12. But
that was a murder. That was a murder, girl. Murdered, cold blood on national television. Drag. Boom. Oh my God.
So I'm so excited for Chromatica. I really want to use some music from it for an upcoming event that we have coming up. And I really need new things in my life. Quarantine Queen, yes, she's still snatched. I've jumped around in favorite songs so far. Rent was my first favorite one. Now Meow's my favorite one.
Okay.
But
Tiger Queen Sam.
That's been my saving sanity this week. Miss Amber, what's been yours? Can I see yours? I showed you mine. Now show me yours.
I mean, look here. See, this is how I know that we're losing it, because I just did mine. I did my saving sanity before you, remember? And then I asked you about yours. Wow, here we are, week whatever the fuck, day, however when. And Lux is, she's losing it. Her mental.
I'm gonna go jump in the pool. I'll see y'all later.
She said, I gotta go. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go eat an entire pack of Activia and spend the rest of the day in the bathroom.
Excuse me, little help. I ran out of toilet paper. I just took a huge shit and I only have this much left.
Okay, look, the bathroom is probably one of the most serene places I've ever been when I'm taking a shit.
I know this is not supposed to be exactly what we're talking about, but like, whenever I'm in the bathroom and I'm having my moment, I have to have no sound. No sound at all. Not a I don't even want to hear fucking. I don't even want to hear spiders fucking. I gotta turn my phone away from me. It's gotta be face down on little shit in front of me. I gotta have no sound, and only then can the movement begin.
The revolution begins when I can take a quiet shit. Then and only then. Oh my God. I have to ask.
Yeah.
else on your watch list, sis? What you been watching? What you been binging?
Well, since the last episode, you and I both picked up Hollywood, Ryan Murphy's Hollywood.
And the winner is...
You got this silly dream in your head and it's making our lives harder.
You bet I got a dream. I'm not the only one. A Hollywood dream, that's everybody's dream.
Vivian, I'd like to introduce you to a client. This is Rock Hudson.
Pleasure.
So I take it you're in Gone with the Wind?
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding? She's goddamn Scarlett O'Hara, you fucking hayseed.
Hollywood. Oh, so wholesome. It had twists, it had turns, it was shocking. It was so good. I mean, because it had such a statement. Now, yes, it had a statement about Hollywood, about how Hollywood's corrupt as fuck. But also, it had such a wholesome statement about members of the LGBTQIA community and people of color, and especially LGBTQ members of the people of color community. You know,
RQTPOC. Wow.
It was so wholesome, so stunning.
Like, can we imagine what our lives would be like if during that time, like during what was probably like the pinnacle or the really one of the heights of, you know, the filmmaking era and everything, like if we had been included in those conversations and our narratives and our stories and then being like accurately portrayed, like, oh my God, to imagine where we would be, like, it just brought me to absolute tears. It was such a stunning show. Disclaimer though, there is a lot of a non-consensual sexual assault that happens in it. Because during that time, or at least during that time period in which they're trying to set it in, like, it was very Susie Homebaker, very like, oh, you know, if you're gonna have sex with your husband, like, you can't say no because you're married, right? Very sexual rape, unfortunately. And so it does touch on a lot of those different kind of things, which is the disclaimer of it. Those things aside, though, I really enjoyed it. And there are some learning lessons, like, where people do get better and, like, stop doing the abusive shit, because it's like, okay, we can't just, you know, have this great show and all this sexual assault and, like, nobody says anything about the sexual assault.
And one of the standouts for me was Patti LuPone.
Fucking good. He was so fucking good.
And Holland Taylor. What?
Wardrobe. Sick. God, I was like, sis, she sleeps in a full-on fucking feathered up gown. I'm like, yes, that is.
You know what? I love the Patti LuPone, but she's just like Gigi. I'm gonna have to mug her for her wig, because
it was good. Curls, the tight, yes, all of it.
And Holland Taylor.
Oh my God.
To still be in the business at 70 years old and still be turning out such amazing characters. You were gonna say, I'm sorry.
No. I was gonna say, like, after seeing a lot of, like, the hairstyles and, like, the literal pinup, I was like, oh, I get why in all of, like, the old movies, like, whenever they were, like, letting their hair down, it was always so, like, defined, like, curl pattern situations, like, because that's where the hair is, like, up, like, all fucking day looking like that. And of course, when it's down, sis, she's gonna give it to you. Very come up and fuck me sometime. very that, darling. Very that. Oh my goodness. Wow.
And what is on your watch list, my sister?
So on my watch list, I started it literally last night, and I've gotten at least 3 or 4 episodes in. 20s, which is a show on BET, the BET network.
You just got evicted, and you trying to go sit on the grass and watch a movie?
Yeah. You need to let me help you get a job. I don't want some stressful 9-to-5 that's gonna take me away from my writing.
I do need a writer's PA.
I'll take it.
Finally got a job.
Oh, she is very stylish. Or he, or maybe that's the they. Unclear.
You need to be the best writer's PA they've ever had.
What's your job description again? To make your life easier.
You're not doing that right now.
What if we made sure our ideas were heard? What if we took up space?
I'm down.
Trying to get fired.
I just don't want the only two black execs at the studio trying to kill each other over a promotion. That's not what the ancestors would have wanted.
I am on my way to my destiny. Can I make it there? Can I make it to my destiny?
We need to support black stuff.
No, we should support good stuff that just happens to be black.
It's nice to see some black folks in the room.
Cheers. Glad we're not in our 20s.
I was so high in my 20s.
It is about an African-American queer woman in her 20s. And I really enjoy it. It's almost like watching Insecure on HBO, but it's about like a queer woman and her living her life and stuff like that. And already, like, I was already living for the show because BET has not necessarily had a history of having a whole bunch of like queer-friendly black content, even though there's supposed to be a black network. A little bit of a dispute there. But this is one of their first, I think, like queer forward shows. So like I obviously like had to go and support it, and I am so obsessed. I'm so gagging, loving it. It's everything. I definitely recommend it. It's so
good. The other thing I watched that I didn't get to mention was What We Do in the Shadows. I watched some What We Do in the Shadows. It's like a dark office, and I love it.
I love that. Yeah.
Anyway.
And then one of the other things. So because we were talking about this before we started recording, Instant Influencer with James Charles. Yes, I know, problematic, terrible. She's the sister scandal. We don't stand her. But the petty part of me that just wants to see something messy really wanted to watch, because I was watching like Trixie Mattel, and she was doing, I think it was like a makeup haul or something or whatever. No, she was like doing a makeup tutorial on how she did a specific makeup look from her judging on Instant Influencer. So I was like, okay, well, I have to go watch this, because Trixie, as problematic as she has been sometimes, her self-deprecating humor, it's so relatable and just hilarious. I'm like, yes, please tear yourself down, white woman. Like, I just want to watch this. This is funny. This is relatable content. Like, I'm also a garbage human being who's walking through the world oblivious. Cannot wait. So I watched the first episode. She wasn't in it, but it was still messy, and I lived for the drama of it. And then she was in episode 2. Finally got to see her. I was like, oh my God, yes, finally, Trixie, our queen. Even though, let's be honest, Monet Exchange, vis-a-vis, actually, Moni Cart should have won that. But all that aside, I was living for like watching it. It was really good. The makeup was great. However, it was still very YouTube, very like little white gay twinks that were like, oh my God, your makeup is stunning. It's everything. Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. I love your personality. I'm like, girl, her contour is wrong. Her lashes are wonky. Her lingo is fucking co-opted. Like, sis, where? So that's like my only critique. I mean, not my only critique, but that is one of my critiques of it. But it is something else that I've also been like watching on the side, almost like a guilty pleasure, if you will, because she lives for the drama.
Oh, I didn't mean to bulldoze over you, sis.
Oh no, you are so.
Here comes Lux.
Ah! And I haven't been bulldozed in like a good little minute. Granted, we don't do incest, so yeah, no, you're right. You best be apologizing. Oh my God. Okay.
So, Miss Amber.
Yeah.
As usual, very important question have I. You four.
Uh-huh. You poor.
What has you cinched and has sent you spiraling?
Wow. What has me mother flipping cinched is me and you got to film a cute little commercial that we did over the weekend. Oh my God, so exciting. If you're doing nothing this Thursday, or even if you are doing something, because let's be honest, you're at home, you should definitely go over to the Aztec Nights, minus the Aztec, because we obviously don't stand racism, but Aztec Nights, and their IG, because we will be having our cute little commercial that we shot, and it will be airing over there at some point in time. I think their event starts at 7. Who the fuck knows when the hell it ends? Probably never. But keep on the eye for our gorgeous sis, LUXE the motherfucking Drag Queen, who will be over there giving you a cute little shindig. Yes, for that. So that kept me cinched because it was a lot of fun to do. What has been sending me spiraling is definitely the thought of graduating.
Yeah, that's valid.
We only have a week or 2 weeks or a couple of days or 30 minutes? I don't fucking know. I have no concept of time anymore. But whenever the fuck graduation
God.
Okay.
My heart just skipped 2 beats.
Girl. That has been sending me spiraling just because it's like, ooh, the real world's knocking at your door and you're in the middle of a pandemic. So trying to stay calm, stay, connected together, sane. But I like doing a lot of breathing because I very much start to spiral when I think about oh, what are you gonna do with your future? Your future's up in the air. Everything's fucking in limbo. You have no idea what the fuck you're gonna be doing with everything because everything has gone to fucking shit because of the fucking pandemic. Oh my god, what are you gonna do? Oh my god! I can't just fucking go shopping. So, that.
I had to grab the bottom of my chair, make sure I wasn't gonna float away.
Girl, you mean like my brain cells just floating away, just like my sanity? It's gone. Enough of that.
Girl.
So the real question here is, what, my sister, has got you cinched and spiraling?
Well, you know what? I got a great one. I got a fantastic one.
Gore delicious. Love it.
So, I really haven't done much in the past couple of days. I've been, doing everything I'm not supposed to be doing, everything and whatnot. Just I have a homework assignment due, but yet I'm over here doing perler beads. Anyway, that's been the past couple of days.
Mental health.
Drag sister send me a message, and I'm over here doing perler beads. That's where I've been.
Just beading and purling.
So, I ordered a dress from the fantastic and amazing, stunning Taja Hall, and he was doing a fundraiser in support of Broadway Cares to take care of Broadway while we are in the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have an unboxing video for you later. It's not coming today. It's not coming this week.
It'll come when it comes.
It'll come when it comes. When it does, it'll be stunning. But I ordered one of his dresses that fits me, and it's from his Forbidden album, which if you haven't seen Forbidden, if you haven't seen the film, go see it. It is life-changing. It's a revelation experience, just about societal injustice and everything. But I ordered one of the dresses from the diner featured in that film. Oh, sis. It has kept me cinched and spiraling, because, okay, I fully believe that it was meant to be, this dress and I, because I put it on and it was a perfect fit.
We love a perfect fit.
It was just there. But as stunning as the dress is, and it's absolutely amazing, it's from Taja Hall. I love it. I'm so happy to have it. It's got a lot of love. It's got a lot of story to it. I can talk about it forever. It is sending me a little spiraling, though.
Tell us why.
She came with these unknown, unspecified grease stains on her. Can't figure out what the stain is. Kind of concerned because it's on the back of the dress and all the way up to the collar. So we're concerned.
Somebody's a shooter.
And then the egg apron that I didn't think I was going to get, which I'm so happy to get because it's such a cute apron, is fraying on the bottom. So all this stuff is easy fixes, but I just don't want to fuck it up. That's my spiral, is I want to fix it, but I don't want to fuck it up. And then on the back, there's a hole. On the bottom back, there's a big old hole in the bottom. Now, you and I were talking about this, I'm not necessarily surprised, because this dress probably went on tour with him,
Absolutely.
Probably went on tour. It's had some love, and
I mean, we saw that by the stains in places that they maybe shouldn't be, that she definitely seen some kind of love that was happening. Just that.
You know, and so I'm very happy to have it. It's a wonderful dress, and I can't wait to show y'all what it looks like, and I can't wait to wear it. Oh, but she is gonna have to have some cosmetic work done before I put her on. And the other thing is, like, I love it so much, and it's so cute, but she's not a wear out to the club dress. Video, photo shoot, yes. Club,
no.
Another
club, no. Very, very that. So, before we go ahead and wrap this up, we did want to take a moment to do a lovely little shout out to our gorgeous sister Brenda. As Brenda talked about in her last Brenda Breakdown episode about her grandfather, unfortunately her grandfather has passed, so we do want y'all to send tons and tons and tons of love, tons of good vibes, tons of good memes. Girl loves a good old meme. And if you can send her anything that's like cute and gorgeous and whatever for her Animal Crossing, because I don't know how the fuck technology works, so I wouldn't fuck know how that. But if you do, send her something in Animal Crossing. But we just wanted to say that we really, 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 really fucking love her.
Yes, we do. We love you, sis.
That she needs. So yeah. But now that
we're filming on a birthday today too.
Yes!
Viva Balenciaga! Yes!
Viva Balenciaga, my drag granddaughter, the daughter to my drag daughter, Imani Zella, and Viva is turning 21 today.
Ooh, girl!
Yes.
Now I feel old.
I done been felt old. Literally yesterday, I sat in my bed, low-key spiraling about how old I'm getting. I'm like, oh my God. Like, next year I turn 25. And by that age, girl, I'm a full-blown goddamn adult. And here I am still living in my mother's house. Girl, get your fucking life together, sis.
Honey, if it's a roof, take it. But
that part.
Separate conversation.
That's for offline. We absolutely love y'all. Thank y'all for coming out to Simpsons Spiraling. Even though you didn't really have a choice, you were already scrolling on your Instagram and you saw us and you wanted to watch. So, we hope that y'all enjoyed this. And until next week,
stay cinched
and stay spiraling. And now it's time to throw it on over to Brenda for the motherfucking Brenda.
Wait. That way.
That way.